This is what $130 a night gets you in one of London's most underrated neighborhoods. I booked this Airbnb hotel called Bob W. Holland Park, honestly not expecting much, just another average London stay. But the moment I walked in, it felt completely different. The design, the vibe, the neighborhood, everything about it felt intentional. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it's like staying here, what I paid, and whether it was actually worth it. So starting with location, this place nails it. It's in Holland Park, which is right between Kensington and Shepherd's Bush. You've got a bus stop literally right outside the building, and the Shepherd's Bush tube station is about a 6-minute walk down the street. So as far as being in a good hub for public transportation, this place definitely checks that off the list. And the neighborhood itself was a highlight for me. It feels super safe, especially if you're a solo traveler. It feels kind of upscale and quiet, way less chaotic than those tourist heavy parts of London. You know exactly what I'm talking about, where you're just bumping shoulders with people from all over the world, taking photos of everything. This is not that vibe. So while you are tucked away a little bit, you're still close enough that you can reach Notting Hill, Hyde Park, or even Buckingham Palace in minutes. You can easily walk everywhere to cafes, pubs, and grocery stores nearby. It's one of those areas that actually makes you feel like a local, like you just moved into your new apartment, which I love when I'm traveling. And after staying here a few nights, I can definitely recommend just walking the neighborhood, going whichever different direction you want on a certain day, and find the new coffee shop or try out a new pub. Every single place I went into just felt so local, felt like I was just in my own neighborhood getting to explore. So yeah, it's definitely a cool vibe here. So when you first arrive, you're going to see Bob W is a completely contactless hotel. You're going to get your check-in instructions online and access to everything with a smart lock code, which you're probably used to if you stay in Airbnbs nowadays. Many of them have this. So there's no front desk person or no key cards. It's all on your phone. Make sure do not have your phone die while you're out, or you're going to be locked out. The building itself dates back to, I believe, the 1870s, but was fully renovated recently in 2024. So it's got that perfect mix of old London character, but with that new minimalist design. Personally, being from the US, I just look forward to seeing these type of white pillars outside. This is just like classic London architecture to me, so feels really cool that this entire block of buildings looks like this on the outside. And then when you get to the inside, they did some work recently to make it feel a little bit more modern. They were doing construction while I was there, which was not ideal. It was a little bit loud and stuff like that, but likely when you're there, it's going to be fully done. I think they were finishing up on my last day here, so you're going to be good to go. One thing to note, there is no elevator, so it's stairs only. It's not a big deal if you're traveling pretty light, or if you just have the time to lug your stuff up a couple floors. I was only on the second floor, so it was not an issue for me, but definitely something to keep in mind. I saw this dude who was struggling on his way checking out, going downstairs past me, bringing all his stuff and his girlfriend's stuff down the stairs, and he had to take a little pit stop break while he was wiping the sweat off his forehead and just breathing heavily. So keep that in mind with this place. There's going to be no elevator. So before getting to your room, there's a really cool lounge area on the ground floor. It's open to guests who are just waiting to check in, or if you just want to chill and hang out. You can drop your bags in these massive lockers. They literally fit all of my luggage in there, 3+ bags. They easily fit whatever suitcase you're bringing. So this is a really good perk, because you know what it's like when you get off the airplane and you still have to wait 3 hours to check into a hotel. So no matter what time you get here, you can put your bags away and lock them away safe. You can grab an espresso or a water from the machines at the table there, or, chill on your phone, get some work done, whatever you need to do. I saw a few people here on laptops, and the whole space feels just relaxed and aesthetic. Lots of natural wood, greenery. I saw a few people here on laptops just working, and the space itself feels relaxed and aesthetic. And then just beyond the lounge, if you go out the back door, you got a small backyard area. It's nothing huge or nothing really much to do back there, but you know, it's a nice bonus. You got quiet open air spot with a few benches and chairs where you can just chill and relax. You know, if you're a smoker, you go out there and smoke. I saw a couple people smoking or having their morning coffee. But overall, it's a peaceful little retreat right behind the building that you can use or not use, but it's there for you. All right, let's get into the room so you can see where you're going to be sleeping. It's compact for sure. As you can see, it's not big. It's no full kitchen or laundry in here or in the building at all. No laundry, but it's got everything you actually need. You've got a single bed, and by single bed, I do mean single bed. This is like a solo mission type of room. So if you are a solo traveler, it's perfect for you. A small like area that's like right above the fridge, right, with stuff to make tea, coffee, and then you got your microwave and your mini fridge, so kind of like the basics that you need to store stuff or make some basic food. The Wi-Fi was good, and it has a smart TV, so you can log into your account, watch Netflix, do whatever you need to do. The furniture and like ceramics are locally made, they say, designed by British artists and creators, and you can actually tell that if you just look around. Even the small details like the lighting, there's wall textures, and just the layout and the things they chose to put in the room feels intentional and kind of creative. There's also a yoga mat in every room, and you get access to online yoga classes. You're probably not going to have that much room or barely enough to do it in this room if you want to. Also, it may get a little hot because there is no AC. They have a fan that, because the room is small, you can feel it like 24/7 on you, so it was good enough for me. But I would say if you're staying like mid-summer, the room would probably get pretty hot. There is a window that if you are looking out on the street, that's a cool bonus, but you can also have it cracked to let in some more air depending on how hot it is outside. But for me, being like an avid fitness person, I think having the yoga mat as an option is a cool touch. And going back to the window, my room specifically was on the second floor, so, you know, had an okay view of the buildings across from me and the streets. But I just think having a window that you can actually like look out and see what's going on outside or check the weather, things like that, is really crucial and a bonus for when you're on vacation. Just kind of feels like you got your little apartment on the second floor of this building, and you got your vantage point to just look down on the streets and see what's happening in your neighborhood. So I think a window is always pretty cool. To go along with the room and the layout, I don't know if every single room is like on the street side, but mine was, and feels like pretty loud, especially if you need to have any of the windows cracked because it's hot and you need the fan to push some like fresh air or whatever. The sound definitely carries. I was on the second floor, maybe on one of the higher floors you don't hear it as much, but I assume the lower you are, the more loud it is, and you hear the cars, you hear the people on the streets and stuff like that, but at least it's not like super central London where things are happening 24/7 and super obnoxious or anything, but it is a little bit loud, and I was woken up a few times, so just gonna keep that in mind here. If you're someone who likes to stay active while you're traveling like me, Bob's definitely got you covered. Guests here get access to a nearby gym, which I was stoked about. It's part of another one of their hotels that's just down the road, like 5 to 10 minute walk. So I figured I'll take you with me. Let's go check it out. So once you make it to the gym, you're gonna see it is fairly small, but you've got the basics. You got a treadmill, a bike, dumbbells, a cable machine, and 2 benches. Everything you really need for a quick pump. There's also a bathroom with a shower if you want to freshen up afterward, which is cool. I hit a full body workout just to get a good sweat in, a good pump. And when you have a gym that's a little limited on equipment, I would say, then I just think getting a full body workout makes a lot of sense. I threw in some light cardio just to get that sweat in, and yeah, it's not so bad. Not every Airbnb or even small hotel chain is gonna have gym access, so I'm gonna just take what I can get here. For a hotel setup, it's more than enough to stay consistent on the road. Alright, I did stay here for a few days and nights, so I feel qualified to give you my honest pros and cons, so let's get into it. Starting with the good, right? We got the pros for you. The design is genuinely impressive. I would say it's kind of modern and creative and super clean and does feel like it was newly remodeled. The location is a big win. If you're a solo traveler, you probably want somewhere that's safe, quiet, and walkable to Holland Park, Notting Hill, and Kensington. Or if you are a couple that are staying here, you're probably still looking for a place that you can call home that's very comfortable. That is definitely this place. For public transportation, you've got a bus stop literally steps outside the building, plus the tube down the street, and plenty of local cafes, restaurants, and stores nearby. The gym access is another huge plus. Not many Airbnbs offer that. The shared lounge and luggage lockers make check-in and check-out super easy and just give you an extra space if your room is feeling pretty cramped. Wi-Fi was good. I had no issues with it during my entire time there, and I work remotely. The self-check-in is super easy. I have no complaints there. Everything was easy to use on the app, and it's a sustainable operation all throughout, so that's a plus. Moving on to the cons, the rooms are small. They're perfect for solo travelers or at maximum a couple. That's fine being in tight quarters together. But you know, if it's a super long stay, maybe it's not super ideal for you just based on the amount of space you have or needing to do laundry or things like that. But the size is what it is. And like I said, there is no laundry in the building. So if it is a longer trip, might not be ideal for you. No elevator, just stairs, which could be inconvenient with heavy luggage or, you know, maybe if you're not that strong. There's no air conditioning, only a fan. It did get a little toasty even during the spring, so I can only imagine what the summer is like. Some rooms, including the one I stayed in, face the street and can be noisy at night. The noise in the hallways also carry too. So overall, I'll let you decide, but my honest opinion, the pros far outweigh the cons. You only pay $130 on average for a night here. Obviously, that price varies just based on seasonality. It can go up closer to around $200 a night, but it is a steal. As you know, London is one of the most expensive places to vacation in the world. And me personally, I love getting a hotel anywhere near that $100 a night price point. That feels like a steal in a major city. And a place that is safe like this, in a great area that doesn't feel super touristy, and has all the basics that you really need for a comfortable stay, is good enough reason for me to give this place a thumbs up and a positive rating, and definitely recommend it to you to stay in on your next London trip. So if you're visiting solo or as a couple and want a clean, stylish, and safe place that feels local, Bob W. Holland Park is a solid choice in my opinion. If you found this review helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. It really, really does help me out. And make sure to check out the other London videos that I have on my channel. A few of them are getting a lot of traction and I appreciate all the love on them. But if you haven't seen them yet, go check them out. They're going to help you to book your next London trip. I got you covered. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one.